interest in land between Lowell National Historical Park and the City of Lowell in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and for other purposes.
Pursuant to the rule, the gentleman from Utah, Mr. Bishop, and the gentlewoman from Massachusetts, Ms. Tsongas, each will control 20 minutes. The chair recognizes the gentleman from Utah.
I ask unanimous consent that all members may have 5 legislative days to revise and extend their remarks and include extraneous material on the bill under consideration.
Without objection.
I yield myself such time as I may consume.
The gentleman is recognized.
H.R. 2240, introduced by the gentlelady from Massachusetts, Ms. Tsongas, will authorize a land exchange between the Lowell National Historical Park and the City of Lowell, the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, or the University of Massachusetts Building Authority. This will allow the transfer of the Visitor Center parking lot in exchange for an equal number of parking spaces in a new garage to be built by the city. Park Service property where the current lot is located is needed for the community development, and the stakeholders have concluded that this is a more beneficial use to the community and the park visitors. So I urge the adoption of 2240. I reserve the balance of my time.
The gentleman reserves his time. The gentlewoman from Massachusetts is recognized.
Mr. Speaker, I ask unanimous consent to revise and extend my remarks.
Without objection.
I yield myself such time as I may consume.
The gentlewoman is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It is with great pleasure that I rise today in support of H.R. 2240, the Lowell National Historical Park Land Exchange Act. This legislation will facilitate the exchange of land or interest in land between the City of Lowell and the Lowell National Historical Park. In 1978, legislation was passed establishing this park. It was championed by my late husband, as well as 2 Republican members of Congress who previously represented this district. We should take bipartisan pride in its great success. This national park was given a unique mandate to not only preserve and interpret the resources representing Lowell's central role in our 19th century industrial revolution, but also to serve as a catalyst in revitalizing the city's physical, economic, and cultural environments, all outgrowths of the city's industrial heritage. Working together with the City of Lowell, the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and many other public and private partners, the Lowell National Historical Park has played a vital role in rehabilitating over 400 structures and has since 1978 helped spur an estimated $1 billion in private investment in the city. And all of this has been done while the park has developed a compelling array of programs, exhibits, guided tours, and other interpretive programs. H.R. 2240 would allow the park and its partners to continue working to advance the park's mission to preserve the city's historic industrial architecture while creating jobs and continuing to partner with the City of Lowell to advance a critical economic development project, the Hamilton Canal District. This legislation would most immediately allow the park to exchange a current surface parking lot for an equivalent number of spaces in a new garage that will be built by the City of Lowell adjacent to the present parking lot, guaranteeing necessary parking spaces for park visitors while freeing the surface parking lot for incorporation into the Hamilton Canal District redevelopment. On the space of the current parking lot and adjacent vacant property, the city, working with private partners, plans to construct over 400,000 square feet of commercial and R&D space, generating as many as 1,600 jobs. As such, it is a critical piece in the master redevelopment plan for the area. This land exchange is supported by the Lowell National Historical Park, the City of Lowell, and all local stakeholders, and has received all major state permits and local zoning allowances. Because the enabling law for the Lowell National Historical Park only provides for the park to receive additional lands, it is not allowed to exchange land. This legislation would allow this mutually agreed upon exchange, and I want to stress that this legislation will cost the taxpayers absolutely nothing. I thank Chairman Hastings and Ranking Member Markey, as well as Chairman Bishop and Ranking Member Grijalva and the committee staff for working with me to advance this bill to the floor. It is my hope that my colleagues today will appreciate the importance of passing this legislation to create jobs, continue revitalizing this historic mill city, and protect a key part of our industrial heritage and economic history. I reserve the balance of my time.
The gentlewoman reserves. The gentleman from Utah is recognized.
It's another great bill. I'll yield back my time.
And I will yield back mine. Thank you so much.
All the time is yielded back. The question is, will the House suspend the rules and pass H.R. 2240 as amended? Those in favor say aye. Those opposed, no. In the opinion of the chair, two-thirds being in the affirmative. Gentleman from Utah.
Yeah, I object to the vote on the grounds the quorum is not present. Make a point of order that the quorum is not present.
Pursuant to Clause 8 of Rule 20 and the chair's prior announcement, further proceedings on this motion will be postponed.